So what is going to happen today? Will the Fed pause the rate hike this time just like what they did in the month of June, or are we going to see another 25 basis point interest rate hike? Yes guys, in about 10 hours 45 minutes from now, the Fed will give us a decision whether they have decided to push the rate higher or to pause the rate just like what they did in the month of June. And here are some of the key takeaways for today. The Federal Open Market Committee FOMC maintained a steady interest rate of 5 to 5.25% at the June 23 meeting, following 10 consecutive rate hikes aimed at curbing high inflation. Despite the pause in June, there is a 92% market probability of a quarter-point rate hike at the July meetings, given the Fed's commitment to maximum employment and price stability. The consensus among market experts suggests that the Fed may introduce a total of 2 more 25 basis point rate hikes this year to moderate inflation to the Fed's 2% target. Some Fed watchers remain concerned about more interest rate increase due to risk of bank failures, stock market instability, and global economic uncertainty. Market expectations for the meeting in July are mixed. For today, we have mixed expectations. Some analysts believe that the Fed will resume its benchmark borrowing rate increases after hawkish pause, saying that even though inflation has moderated, it remains a concern. Other things that the Fed may remain on hold, given the risk of bank failures, a tepid stock market, and global economic instability. Overall, the consensus is that the Fed will impose 2 additional 25 basis points rate hike before the end of the year. And now, if we look at the price action of Bitcoin, you can see guys, things are looking super interesting because the price after retracement around 29,000 is finally showing impulsiveness. I showed you yesterday, this move could get attracted around 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line before deciding the trend duration, because in the past price action, whenever we have seen price getting attracted towards the lower trend line from the descending broadening wedge, it has always showed some relief rally. And in our case, after getting attracted towards the 29,000 or the support line from the descending broadening wedge, we are also showing impulsiveness. So if this impulsiveness continues, price also gets attracted towards this 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line between 29,600, 29,700, then we have to be super careful, because we know getting rejection between this range could play out as a dead cat bounce type of scenario, because in a dead cat bounce, price shows a retracement of about 50% before following the original trend. And in our case, the original trend is clearly heading here to the downside. So that's why guys, in the medium short term, we definitely want the price to hold the 29,000 support and also break above 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line. And you know guys, yesterday I even showed you with this falling trend line or descending trend line. In the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin got attracted towards this falling trend line, what happened after that? We saw a very nice impulsive movement. Yes, each and every time price got attracted towards this falling trend line, after that we saw impulsive movement. And this is exactly what could be playing out here. Even though the price of Bitcoin has already lost the support from this key line, this move here could be a retest. Price coming back to test the previous temporary support line before deciding the trend duration. So that's why in the medium short term, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted towards 29,600, 29,700 before deciding the trend direction, because we know this relief rally, right, could also line up parallelly with this distribution schematic from Wyckoff's event and phases. Because if you look at this here in a 4-hour time frame, you can see we have already entered inside this phase E, and in phase E, this will be looked as a temporary relief rally or dead cat bounce type of formation before price again starts breaking here to the downside. So please be careful guys, because we can see the price in our case could show some relief rally, but at the end could still start this downtrend, still follow this distribution schematic from Wyckoff's event and phases, and only after that could start showing an actual impulsiveness. But we know around 28,000 we have extremely important line of support lining for Bitcoin. So as long as we remain above that range, any sort of a pullback will be looked as a temporary pullback. Now let me show you with another example why this relief rally around 29,600, 29,700 could take place, because you can see this pullback, right? After failing to find support around this area, around this lower trend line, could show a retracement because price want to test this previous temporary support line, just like what I showed you with this falling trend line here in a 4-hour time frame, and this here is in a daily time frame. So in the daily time frame, if the price gets attracted towards lower trend line, then we could get attracted towards the 29,600, 29,700, and only after that the price is going to decide the trend duration, because the price opportunity from this broadening wedge is around, or the broadening top is around 28,000 area. Now let me show you with another example why this resistance around 29,600, 29,700 is so important to break. Now, before I switch the chart, I just want to quickly aware you guys about this World Series of trading from Bybit with a total prize pool of 8 million USDT. Yes guys, this competition is going to start in a couple of days. So if you are interested, if you want to take part joining my team, the link is in the description down below. Feel free to check it out, or simply scan this QR code. Now let me switch the chart. Now if you look at this leading indicator, price after losing the support which we had from this top CPI line, where did it got gravitated? Exactly guys, exactly at the central pivot range. Yes, this central pivot range around 28,800 got retested, and now there could be some relief rally, price coming back to test the previous support one more time. So this previous support, since the price is below the top CPI line, is going to be acting as a resistance. Yes, this exact line, right, which previously acted as a support, could be acting as a resistance, and only after breaking above it, we know this is going to be an actual continuation here to the upside. And for this month of July, according to this leading indicator, if the price managed to remain above 28,000 to 30,000 range, 32,950 or 33,000 is going to be looked as our target line. So please guys, please be careful, because the price in the medium short term getting attracted towards the previous support line or the previous top, and then show another movement here towards the bottom CPI line, which is around 28,000 range. And now, even if you look at this in a bit different way, if you look at this in a weekly time frame, nothing much has changed so far. The price of Bitcoin after testing the previous high around 31,000 to 32,000 got rejected, and now we are seeing some weakness. But if you look at this example, the inverse head and shoulder after breaking the neckline, there were plenty of shakeout on our way, but the price at the end still managed to continue this uptrend. And even according to this ideal buy for investor from Stan Weinstein, price found support above this 30-week moving average, started showing impulsiveness, and during this uptrend, you can see there were plenty of shakeout, but at the end, just like from this example from the inverse head and shoulder, we managed to reach the price opportunity. So this price opportunity is sitting around 36,000 range. So that's why we have said between 35 to 40,000 is going to be looked as our upcoming target if the price manages to remain between 28,000 to 30,000 range. And now, even if we look at this in a bit different way, if you use this broadening wedge scenario, once the price in a weekly breaks the previous high around 31, 32,000, then here we will be breaking out from this previous temporary race line or the upper trend line from this broadening wedge, and that could lead to another impulsive movement. And according to this broadening wedge, our price opportunity is sitting around 36,000, 37,000 range. So that's why we are saying between 35,000 to 40,000 is where we could be getting attracted once the price breaks the resistance around 31,000 to 32,000 into proper support. But for the medium short term, we just want the price to break this resistance and flip into support, which is going to be around 29,600, 29,700, because that will be the lower line from this broadening wedge. Price will find support above this sign of weakness, just like as shown in an example, right? We will avoid this downfall, also find support above this falling trend line along with this dead cat bounce scenario. Yes, we will be invalidating this dead cat bounce scenario if the price manages to find support above 29,600, 29,700 range. So this is what I see looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame using different scenarios. One more time guys, if you are unaware about this trading competition, you can simply join my squad at World Series of Trading by simply clicking on the link which is provided in the description down below, or you can simply scan this QR code. So this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If that's the case, then do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.